Good morning. Welcome to the Me Too Ministries page. My name is Tamisha Edmondson, the originator of said page. I'm going to go ahead and give a little background information because I didn't do so last week. Me Too originated as a vision in my mind. It came from a question that is commonly asked in the faith-based community, and that question is, how are you doing? How are things going? And our natural conditioned response will be along the lines of somewhere of, oh, I'm blessed and highly favored, or all is well. But is that how we truly feel? You see, we're taught to have a fake it till we make it persona, to not shine a light on the not so glamorous things that happen behind the scenes. We say we're all is well, or that we're blessed, when total chaos or total pandemonium is happening in our lives, in our homes, in our children, in our finances, or on our job. And so this is where Me Too was birthed. It comes from saying, listen, you have issues, me too. Your life is less than glamorous or less than holy, me too. You're having issues with your finances, your husband, your wife, your children, me too. This is a support group, a faith-based support group, just to come together on a weekly basis and love on each other, to hash out the week's problems, because we just need an outlet sometimes. You just need to know that there is someone, a listening ear, or a warm shoulder. In no way or no means are we here to judge or to offer advice unless you like it, unless you ask us to. This is basically exactly what it is. It's a support group. It's an outlet where we can kind of talk through our problems and issues and love on each other while doing so. Most of our titles come from me. And if you would like to be a part of this, if you have a comment, if you have a title, if you want to be a guest, you can comment below on any of the videos, or you can email me here at the Me Too Ministries at gmail.com. That's THE.ME2, the number 2, dot MINISTRY at gmail.com. This week's topic is going to be falling isn't failing. And I think that this is necessary because in faith-based communities, we'll get so down on ourselves when we stumble. What is stumbling? Backsliding in the community, or you may miss Bible study, or you may miss church, or you don't show up to choir rehearsal, or the usher board meeting, or you don't go about your missionary duties or something like that. That's falling. Failing is a repeated cycle, right? We've adopted a lot of sayings in the world where once is a mistake, twice is a decision, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. We all get caught up with life, myself on the forefront. A couple of years ago, I looked at my life and how it was falling apart. Specifically, I want to say in 2023, my life was falling apart. I had developed this severe case of anxiety from one end of the year clean to the end. And I had to look back at it in 2024 and ask, because 2024 my life started shaping up a little differently. I started back putting God first. I started attending church more. I started being about my Father's business. I started taking my ministry and my calling. This is my ministry. I started taking this more serious. I developed this page and this platform, and I started walking in it. And I had to look back and say, what happened? What was so different about 2023 that's different in 2024? And I found out I went to church maybe 2 to 3 times in all of 2023. My life is an open book. Feel free to read it. Yeah, I said that. I got caught up with the hustle bustle of moving. The kids were like, it was just a whirlwind of things. And I had purposed in my heart that I'll go next Sunday, and I'll go next Sunday. I'll attend choir rehearsal next Sunday. I'll attend Bible study next Sunday. You know what I mean? And next Sunday didn't come. And so my life was chaotic, to say the least. All hell had broken loose in every way imaginable. My finances had gotten out of whack. My children had gotten out of whack. It was chaos on the job. My mind and my heart were, it was chaos everywhere. And I started to cry out to God towards the end of 2023 because I didn't want to stay the way I was. I had failed miserably. I failed God. I failed myself miserably. But I did not want to stay there anymore. So I cried out to God towards the end of 2023, and I started walking with a tear-stained face, with the chaos still going on in my life. I made an executive decision: no more. No more will I continue to sit down on the sidelines and allow life to happen. Not to me, and I know I serve a God, an all-knowing God, a God of grace and mercy, a God of second chances, a God of forgiveness. No, I'm not going to sit down on the sidelines and allow life to just beat me down anymore. So I don't want to say I just got up and started walking. No, because at that point I had laid down. So let me paint you a picture of what laying down looks like. I'm literally laying down and allowing life just to take control over me. Then I sat up, and then I scooted my legs to where my feet were bracing on the ground, and then I braced myself with my hands, and then I began to rise up. And all the while I'm doing this, I didn't do this by myself. I cried, I fasted, I prayed, I studied, I listened. I prayed and I listened. And I began to hear God's voice. And not saying that those same things in my life weren't still present, but I was changing. And so I'm going to do this. And so the people that are actually listening, you're going to get like a before the scenes kind of message. I allowed the storm to change me. Why not just being caught up in the storm? God was using the necessary chaos to change me. And so once I got up and I scooted up and I got up on my 2 feet, and now I'm up off the ground, I began to walk. I began to walk in His mercy. I began to walk in His grace. I began to walk in His obedience. I began to walk in God's image. And this is where it brings me today. I failed, but I didn't fail. I failed, F-A-I-L-E-D, but I did not fall. Wait. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. And so I just want to be one to come on here, and maybe this is a word that someone can use today. I kind of messed up on the end, but I'm going to put this video out anyway. I don't want to get inside my head and say, okay, well, let's just cut the whole video. No, my life is an open book. Feel free to read it. I messed up that time, but I will continue to walk. I will continue to grow. I will continue in this, right? So I thank you all for your time. I thank you all for listening. If you have a question, a comment, or concern, feel free to go to comment under this video or any other videos or any other post, or you can email me at theme2ministries@gmail.com. the.me.2.ministry@gmail.com. Thank you for your time.